Proudly Filipino. Exquisite piña cloth is cultivated and produced primarily in the beautiful Philippine provinces of Aklan, Negros Oriental, and Palawan. Indigenous. As a homegrown fabric, piña is undoubtedly a high-quality, luxurious product. Amidst its grace, piña is resistant to salt water and is easy to clean. With a high resistance to wear and tear lasting as long as 100 years, piña allows generations to enjoy its beauty. Natural. What makes piña exceptional is that it is 100% handmade. Only the purest, most natural dyes may be used to color the material. Art. Traditionally, piña fabric was used for making barong Tagalogs, the native Filipino garment for men. Today, the piña has evolved into an artist's dream, a material being used for the finest handkerchiefs, table linen, fans, accessories, and gowns. The time has come for piña to come alive and make its presence felt in the local and global community.
Music is an expression of life. It's fun and hip. It moves. At times, makes us sentimental. It rocks. Different music emotions. One basic fact. People can't live without music. Music evolved through the decades. From long-playing discs to cassettes to compact discs and now to various digital formats. Music used to be just available on physical copies purchased in retail outlets. But now, music is everywhere. It's available anytime and anywhere we want it. It's on the net, mobile phones, PCs, iPods, and digital gadgets. Very accessible and yet...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're still watching Creative Business with Lloyd Luna. And here in the studio, ang batang-batang, napakagandang managing director. Tama kaya yun?
Kaya.
Bahala na. Bahala yung audience natin na maghusga. Yun yung tingin ko, yan ang magagawa natin. Artist Visions, Productions, Events Management Corporation, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maan G. Varandal, the Managing Director. Hi, Miss Maan.
Hi, Lloyd.
Good morning and welcome to the show. Parang nilalagnat pa kayo.
I just came from flu last week.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking last week about your cancellation for guesting the show because nagkasakit na kayo. Dahil ba ito sa negosyo ninyo?
No naman. Although, of course, there are a lot of stress within in the process of really coming up with it.
Right. So, that means na kapag ka-entrepreneur ka, no, hindi ka susceptible ka rin sa pagkakasakit.
Oo naman.
Right.
Parang we're not really relieved from that.
Diba?
We all go through that, all of us.
I mean, especially kapag mayroon kang event na ganito kalaki pinaghahandaan, ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine Annual Convention for Education and Trade Show. So, pag-usapan po natin ang convention na ito at gaano kahalaga ito to the point na nagkakasakit kayo dahil sa stress na binibigay nito ang event na to.
Alright.
Kaya kailangan maging successful to kasi health nyo nga tinayanin nyo. Alright.
Okay.
Ang Philippine Annual Convention po ay, ano po ba tungkol sa, saan po ba itong event na ito?
Okay. We actually coined it as Space 2013, and it's a 4-day convention and trade show at the same time. The convention will talk about the critical issues that our government agencies would like to impart to our, the schools, all the learning institutions, and even to our educators. So they would discuss about new programs, development. So like, CHED will be talking about higher reforms in education. And DepEd, their thrust now is on the K-12, so they will be explaining that a little further. Right. And they will be talking about the Philippine Qualifying Framework. Now, TESDA would actually be talking about the critical assessment in terms of technical vocational programs that we have now. And even DOST would be talking about the science programs that can be availed of to actually encourage more of the Filipinos who wants to go into inventions.
Right, right.
Okay.
So, tulong ninyo ito pala sa gobyerno kasi mukhang nag-organize kayo ng event para sa gobyerno eh.
Yeah, it is, parang the convention is a platform for them, but the trade show will showcase the latest products and technologies
Right.
that would really keep us updated and abreast with the 21st century mentoring and learning.
Right. What made you interested about the topic? I mean, nasa events management industry kayo. Maraming mga events, I'm sure, na inorganize na kayo in the last couple of years. Now, why education?
Okay. We have done a few advocacy projects the past 2 years, and this was on disaster awareness, and one was on radio communication, just to bring about the importance of radio communication back
Right.
for disasters. Now, this year, we were thinking of tapping, actually, last year, I mean, we were thinking of tapping the educational sector. Why? Because we saw that there is a lot really to be done in terms of, you know, the education, even if it would be possible, like in the next coming years, we could have like financial intermediation, diba?
Right.
There are areas that we are not even aware of, but they cannot provide really good education. So
Right.
we know that education is the key to really, I mean, the key to progress for an individual to really achieve a bit of, you know, financial freedom, and eventually it contributes to the development in terms of progress, diba, of a certain country. So that is one driving factor that really made us put up the Philippine Annual Convention for Education and Trade
Right.
Show.
And then, how about the government? How responsive are they?
Well, at first, when we offered the project to them, they were a little apprehensive, like, is it really for us? Can we really do
You know
it?
why? Because I think talagang very suspicious din yung government natin. Di ba? Kapag lalapit ka sa kanila, wait, I mean,
always.
always, di ba? I mean,
Always.
it doesn't happen to you alone. I mean, many others have experienced it. I think I experienced it myself.
Yeah.
Parang pag meron kang ibibigay sa kanila na gagawa po kayo dito, wait a minute, what's the catch?
Yeah.
Right.
So we even had like you know, a few rebuttals. I won't mention like who were the agencies, but they were asking like, oh, what's in it for us? Baka if we'll be part of it, you'll just use us.
Right.
So we had to explain that actually it's the other way around. We're providing a platform for you at no cost on your part.
Right.
Like you were telling DepEd recently, they've been going around
Yeah, exactly.
sharing about the K-12. So we were telling them, this is a big venue. Why not tap all of the schools to come to the venue,
Right.
talk about this, and that's it, at no
Right.
further expense on their part.
Yeah, I mean, sa case ninyo nga, di ba? I mean, parang lumalabas na advocacy ito. No? I mean, you're still
is.
doing other events on the side. I mean,
Yeah,
mga corporate,
and-
commercial.
Yes, we're
Now-
still into the corporate events, but lately talaga it's more on advocacy projects.
So how did you end up building up Artist Visions, by the way?
How did we end up, or shall I say, how did we start
How did
building it?
you start? What happened? I mean, I'm sure may
Yeah.
pinanggagalingan itong pag-establish nitong
Well, years
organization.
ago, during the time of, I would call it the PhilSite days.
Wait,
And I'm
years
sure
ago
it's
lang
not
ah.
your... You weren't born?
No,
Probably
no.
you were already that time.
If
But,
it is 82, I'm alive.
well,
No.
I know we're poles apart in terms of eras and
Ganun din
age.
si Miss Roslyn kanina ay, di ba? Oh.
Yeah.
Nag-start sila ng business, eh, kakagraduate ko lang.
So, I actually was working with PhilSite before, doing international events for them. And we saw that it was very effective in terms of sharing technologies from one country to another. So, we started the company at first as Brain Visions. And eventually, it has evolved into Artist Visions. Artist Visions was just a sister company that was catering to the event requirements
Right.
and special events.
So, supplier siya.
Of Brain Visions,
Right.
although it was owned by one and the same.
Right.
person.
Wow, nangyayari
So-
naman madalas yan.
So in the end, parang we just used Artist Visions, and for the past like how many years we were doing corporate events for San Miguel, and like all the series of Oktoberfest, and after like 15 years, we're done with it. We've been all over.
Come on, 15 years you've been doing that?
This is actually our, shall I say, 19th year. We started.
Here.
Well, maybe I've stopped counting the years, but we started the business in 1991.
Oh my
1991.
goodness. Look at that. 91. And suddenly there was a change in the priorities. Now you're into advocacy projects. I mean,
Probably because I'm not getting any younger.
I don't know. I mean, look at her. Look at her.
No, but there is something more that, if possible, you'd really like to help out, diba? So it's nothing now on the, it's not really now on the business side because we've gone through it. So maybe it's because we'd like to effect some changes and then further is to create a legacy, things like that.
And then, wow, legacy na kaagad. Wala pa kayo sa retirement age, di ba? Hindi ba? Wala pa naman.
Malapit na. Let's not talk about age.
Alright. Pag sinabi niya malapit na, it's alright. It's alright. Keep calm. And then, you're talking about events management. I mean, this is an industry na hindi naman ganun kabata at hindi rin naman ganun katanda. I mean, right now, I have been seeing a lot of companies, bago pa lang sila, and they are into events management.
Yeah.
And you have seen how it transformed from
the
years. Ano sa tingin ninyo ang expansion niya? Is this something na pwede mong pasukin kasi sasabihin mo, laway lang yung puhunan?
And that's how they always look at it. And a few years ago, parang konti lang naman talaga yun talagang mga event organizers, di ba? Unlike now, ang dami-dami na talaga nagsulputan. Even during our last years with San Miguel, ang dami na talagang dumating na mga event organizers. But, to be able to deliver a good event or a good project and for the trust of the client to really remain, you have to have at least that expertise and your heart should really, you have to have that passion to really do the events for them. Because it's not easy, like when you set up, sobrang late hours na yan, di ba? Maghapon ka na nagsiset up, may mga rehearsals pa, at the end of the day, event proper na. So talagang ang haba nung time. But maraming nagsulputan, but I mean, it's okay. There are a lot of companies now, younger ones pa nga, di ba? Even the staff. But somehow laging may hinahanap ka na element of not element of authority but probably yung expertise. The credibility, oo, yon. So parang every time we get into that, our long years of expertise would actually be sufficient for the company to say, okay, we're comfortable with you, we'll award you the event.
Alright,
Something
interesting. Pero I mean, marami talaga sa presyo talaga nila hinahabol no? I mean, kapag bago ka dito, mas mura dito, kami na lang.
Meron. At saka, nag-boom kasi yung industry ng sa events because parang mas madali yung market acceptability niya. Like when you launch a product, di ba, before, try media exposure. But ngayon, pag sa events, may actual responses na eh. Diba? So, may interactive part yun. Mas gusto nila. So, mas may retention din.
Right. Eh, wala nang ki-question sa inyo. 19 years na nag-organize for a big company. I mean, sinong ki-question sa inyo? So, let's talk more about pace. Sino-sino ang mga dapat nandito? Sino-sino ang hindi dapat nandito? Meron ba mga ganun na hindi dapat nandito?
No, it's actually open to the general public, but we'd like to make an appeal, really, for all the educators. Kasi with PACE, we have lined up a lot of special events. There would be the Educators Convention and Forum, because we'd like them to have a voice also in terms of, getting what they want said and done to the government agencies. And the government agencies, especially the three, DepEd, SHED, and TESDA, to have a look at things from the lens of the students and the educators as well. And then we have the College Leadership Congress. I think we talked about it a few
weeks ago
because
before you got sick.
Yeah, it's not much. They're not much into developing leadership capabilities. So the module or the training is actually open for all college students, but student leaders of the different organizations. And we just want to actually develop and enhance their leadership potentials at the same time making them aware of the critical issues and to have national involvement. I believe that the future leaders of the society are now the current leaders in the schools. So that's the objective.
That should include me.
Yes.
I should be there.
Yeah, actually, you're gonna be one of our speakers, right?
Really?
For the workshops.
Really? Are you inviting me now? Hindi siya. Alright.
Okay, so
How can I say no?
apart from that, there would be the DRRM conference for the DRRMs of the schools, and this will be headed by the ILG. And then, luckily, some other companies have tied up with us. So we have the teachers' treasure chest training. So it's like rekindling their passion for teaching. This is open for all teachers. And this one is free.
That is important. I mean, except for the term free. This one is important, yung rekindling. Yung
Yes,
rekindling.
the
Dahil
passion for it.
masyado ng maraming batang mga guro ngayon na parang nawala namin for the sake of getting a job, magtuturo. No? So,
And even the
that part.
principals, di ba, why they took an oath to really be a teacher.
Exactly. All right,
And
so
your good friend will also be coming up with a workshop
I have a lot of
training.
good friends. So, Pucholo
Yeah.
Gonzalez must be
Pacholo.
all right, the
Yeah,
producer.
the creative.
Sige po. So, where do they get in touch with you? Should they want to inquire? Website or cell
for
phone?
those who wants to be part of the trade show, like the companies now, you can get in touch with us at 716-9630 for the
716
716-9630 and 521-2409 425-7839.
Okay,
So,
Facebook, website.
Yeah, you can check the PACE 2013 page. We have it in Facebook, and we have all the news updates also of what's happening with PACE. And again, I'd like to encourage everybody, especially the educators and the teachers, to avail of the free training seminars, especially the students. And I'm glad that the big universities are really sending their delegates now to avail of the free
Right.
workshops.
I'm sure. Thank you so much, Miss Man, for guesting
Thank
the
you for
show.
having
Thank you
me,
so much. Oh, wag niyo kakalimutan PACE 2013. Creative Business will be right back. Meron pa tayong isang guest na magme-makeup sa araw na aking kasal. Totoo ba 'yon?